Hello, my dear friends. I am very excited to see you today. My name is Sarah, and together we are going to explore a fun and relaxing day at the beach. A trip to the beach is not only about the sun, sand, and sea, it is also a chance to enjoy nature, spend time with friends or family, and learn new experiences. Every beach trip is unique. There are moments of excitement, challenges like carrying bags or finding the perfect spot, and little surprises along the way. In this lesson, I will take you step by step through my day at the beach. I will show you how I prepare at home, the activities I do, how I interact with friends or family, and what makes the beach a special place. You will learn useful English phrases and vocabulary that you can use to talk about your own trips. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. I will speak slowly and clearly, and you can repeat the sentences, imagine the scenes, and try using new words yourself. Take a deep breath, relax, and let's enjoy this sunny adventure together. Episode 1: Getting Ready and Traveling to the Beach. The day starts early in the morning. I wake up feeling excited because today is beach day. The sun is shining outside my window, and the sky is a bright, clear blue. I quickly get out of bed, brush my teeth, and eat a healthy breakfast to have enough energy for the day. I check my beach bag carefully. I make sure to pack my sunscreen, hat, sunglasses, a towel, a water bottle, snacks, and a small first aid kit. I also include my favorite book and a beach ball for some fun activities. Being organized is very important because it helps me enjoy the day without worrying about missing anything. After packing, I put on light, comfortable clothes suitable for the beach, shorts, a t-shirt, and flip-flops. I also take a swimsuit, just in case I decide to swim. I feel excited as I imagine the sound of the waves, the soft sand under my feet, and the cool breeze from the sea. The journey to the beach is another exciting part of the day. I get into the car with my family or friends, and we start driving. Along the way, we talk about our plans for the day, play some music, and sometimes even sing together. I look out the window and notice the changing scenery, trees, small houses, and the distant horizon. It feels like the world is moving quickly, and I can't wait to reach the beach. Sometimes, we stop to buy some snacks or ice cream. These little pauses make the journey more fun. I drink water to stay hydrated and make sure everyone in the group is comfortable and ready for the day ahead. Traveling with friends or family is not only about getting from one place to another, it is also a time to share excitement, stories, and laughter. Finally, we see the sea in the distance. The sound of the waves is faint but growing louder with each step. I feel my heart race with excitement. The closer we get, the more I can smell the fresh, salty air. I notice the sunlight reflecting on the water, making the waves sparkle like tiny diamonds. It feels magical. As we park and carry our bags to the shore, I take a deep breath and feel grateful. The trip to the beach is not only about fun, it is also about preparation, organization, and enjoying every moment along the way. I find a good spot on the sand, spread out the towels, and get ready to start a day full of adventure, relaxation, and learning new experiences. My dear friends, this was the story of getting ready and traveling to the beach. In the next episode, we will explore the exciting activities we do at the beach, from swimming to building sandcastles. And now, get ready to listen to Episode 2. Episode 2: Fun and Activities at the Beach. After arriving at the beach and setting up our spot, the first thing I do is take off my shoes and feel the soft, warm sand under my feet. It is such a wonderful feeling. The sand is smooth in some places and slightly cooler near the water. I walk slowly toward the shore, listening to the waves crashing and the seagulls calling above. The sound of the ocean is calming, and I take a deep breath of the fresh, salty air. Before starting any activity, I apply sunscreen carefully on my arms, legs, and face. Protecting my skin is very important, especially under the strong sun. I remind my friends to do the same. Safety is always a priority at the beach. After that, I put on my hat and sunglasses to shield my eyes from the sunlight. Feeling protected and comfortable, I am ready to enjoy the beach to the fullest. The first activity is swimming. I love the feeling of cool water against my skin on a hot day. I slowly step into the shallow waves, feeling the sand shift beneath my feet. The water is refreshing, and I let the waves touch my shoulders. I practice floating, swimming short distances, and jumping over the waves as they roll in. Sometimes, the waves are strong, and I have to be careful. I notice how the ocean moves constantly, reminding me to stay alert and enjoy the rhythm of nature. After swimming, I like to build sand castles. I use a small bucket and a plastic shovel to dig and shape the sand. I carefully mold towers, walls, and a moat around the castle. My friends join me, and we compete to make the tallest and most creative castles. We sometimes decorate the sand castles with shells, stones, or small pieces of driftwood. Building sand castles teaches me patience, creativity, and teamwork. Each castle is unique, and even if it collapses in the waves, we always start again with excitement. Another favorite activity is playing beach games. We play frisbee, throw a ball, and sometimes fly kites. Running on the sand is harder than running on solid ground, but it makes me stronger and more energetic. Laughing and cheering with friends makes the games even more enjoyable. I notice how teamwork, cooperation, and communication are important, especially when playing in a group. Winning is fun, but having fun together is even better. During the afternoon, I sometimes go for a quiet walk along the shore. I observe small crabs moving quickly across the sand, seashells of different colors and shapes, and small waves washing over my feet. I collect a few interesting shells to remember the day. Walking alone by the water is peaceful, giving me time to reflect and enjoy nature. I also notice that staying aware of the tide and waves helps me stay safe and careful. As the day continues, we enjoy a picnic under a big umbrella. We eat sandwiches, fruits, and refreshing drinks. Sharing food with friends feels special. We talk about school, plans for the weekend, and dreams for the future. Lunchtime is not only about eating, it is about friendship, conversation, and enjoying the moment. I also make sure to drink plenty of water to stay hydrated under the hot sun. Sometimes, we watch the waves and try to spot small fish or distant boats. I love observing the natural beauty around me. The sea, sky, and sand create a perfect harmony that makes me feel relaxed and happy. I notice the patterns of the waves, the way the sunlight sparkles on the water, and the occasional flight of seagulls. Each detail adds to the magic of the beach. Before leaving the beach, I take a few minutes to play in the shallow water one more time. I jump over the waves, let the water splash around, and enjoy the last moments of freedom and fun. I pack up my belongings carefully, making sure nothing is left behind. Cleaning up after ourselves is important to keep the beach beautiful for everyone. I also check that my friends have everything they need and that we are ready to leave safely. Finally, I take a moment to sit on the sand and look at the horizon. The day at the beach was full of laughter, activities, learning, and relaxation. I feel grateful for the sun, the sea, and the wonderful friends who shared this day with me. Each activity taught me something. Swimming strengthened my body and courage. Sandcastles improved my patience and creativity. Games taught teamwork. And walking along the shore helped me appreciate nature and reflect. My dear friends, this was the story of the fun activities and adventures we enjoyed at the beach. In the next episode, we will explore more about relaxing, watching the sunset, and reflecting on our day. And now, get ready to listen to Episode 3. Episode 3: Exploring the Beach and Fun Activities. After arriving at the beach and settling our towels and umbrellas, the excitement begins. The bright sunlight warms my skin, and the gentle sound of the waves immediately makes me feel happy and relaxed. I take a deep breath, feeling the salty air fill my lungs. It's amazing how just a few minutes at the beach can make me feel refreshed and energized. The first thing I do is walk along the shoreline. The sand is soft and warm beneath my feet, and tiny seashells occasionally tickle my toes. Children are running around, collecting shells and playing in the shallow water, their laughter filling the air. Some people are swimming farther out, diving into the waves, while others simply float on the calm surface, enjoying the gentle rocking of the sea. I notice the sparkling reflections of the sun on the water and how the waves glimmer as they move. Nature's beauty is everywhere, and I feel grateful to experience it. Soon, my friends and I decide to build a sandcastle. We gather wet sand and start molding towers, walls, and moats. It's not easy to make the sand hold its shape, so we work together, laughing at the small collapses and celebrating when a tower finally stands tall. Building the castle teaches me patience, creativity, and teamwork. Each step requires careful thought and coordination. We also decorate the castle with seashells, small stones, and pieces of seaweed we find along the shore. These little details make our castle unique and beautiful. After finishing the sand castle, we play a few beach games. First, we run along the shore, racing each other while feeling the sand under our feet. Then we play a simple game of frisbee. The wind adds a challenge, making the frisbee fly in unexpected directions. Sometimes I jump to catch it, my feet sinking into the sand, and sometimes I miss, but the laughter and fun are worth every attempt. Playing together reminds me of the importance of encouragement, patience, and enjoying the moment. Next, we go swimming. The water is refreshing, and the waves push and pull gently, making swimming more exciting. I dive under the surface, feeling the cool water surround me, and when I come up, I take a moment to float and look at the horizon. The sky meets the sea, and the view is endless. I practice swimming strokes I learned before, and I notice that each movement requires focus, coordination, and determination. My friends cheer for each other when someone learns a new skill or catches a wave for the first time. The ocean becomes a place for learning, play, and bonding. After swimming, we rest on our towels for a while. The sun is warm, but not too hot, and a gentle breeze cools our skin. I sip some water and snack on fruits we brought. We talk about everything, from school, hobbies, dreams, and even silly stories from the past. Sharing stories while listening to the waves creates a perfect combination of fun and reflection. I notice how even small conversations strengthen our friendships. As the afternoon progresses, we notice other beach activities. Some people are flying kites, their bright colors soaring against the blue sky. Others are playing volleyball, running and jumping on the sand, shouting with joy. I observe them and feel inspired to try new things. The beach is full of energy and possibilities, and every corner presents an opportunity to explore, learn, and enjoy. I decide to take a short walk alone along the shore. With each step, I notice the variety of seashells, small crabs moving quickly into the sand, and the way the sunlight sparkles on tiny waves. I collect a few shells as memories and reminders of today. Walking alone allows me to reflect on the day's experiences, how preparation, teamwork, and creativity made our sandcastle stronger, how courage helped me swim, and how patience was important during games. These small lessons go beyond the beach. They are skills I can apply in everyday life. Before we know it, the sun starts to lean toward the horizon, and the shadows lengthen. Families pack up their things, and the laughter gradually softens. I take a final look at the ocean, feeling grateful for the experiences of today. The day at the beach is teaching me more than fun, it is teaching me awareness, mindfulness, teamwork, patience, and the joy of shared moments. We decide to end our activities with a small picnic dinner. The smell of sandwiches, fruits, and snacks mixes with the ocean air. Eating together while listening to the waves creates a comforting, peaceful feeling. We share food, compliment each other, and discuss what our favorite parts of the day were. I realize that sharing meals and moments strengthens our bonds and makes experiences even more memorable. As the evening approaches, I sit quietly for a few minutes, letting the sound of the waves calm my thoughts. I reflect on the day so far, thinking about what made me happiest, what I learned, and how I can appreciate every small moment. The beach is more than a place for play, it is a space for reflection, growth, and connection. Finally, as the sky begins to change colors, we gather our belongings and prepare for the next part of our adventure. The golden light of the afternoon fades into soft pink and purple, creating a magical atmosphere. My friends and I talk about the next steps, watching the sunset, taking pictures, and perhaps enjoying a small walk along the shore before leaving. Each activity has added something special to the day, and we look forward to the remaining moments together. My dear friends, this was the story of exploring the beach, playing, swimming, and enjoying every moment. In the next episode, we will watch the sunset, reflect on our day, and learn how simple experiences can teach us valuable lessons about friendship, patience, and gratitude. And now, get ready to listen to episode 4. Episode 4: Sunset Reflections and Learning Lessons. As the afternoon slowly transitions into evening, the sky begins to change colors. Shades of orange, pink, and purple spread across the horizon, reflecting on the calm surface of the ocean. The waves move rhythmically, as if they are dancing to a peaceful melody, and the salty breeze carries the gentle scent of the sea. I take a deep breath, feeling a sense of calmness and wonder. Watching the sunset reminds me of the beauty of nature and the small moments we often overlook in our busy lives. We gather on our towels, facing the horizon, and remain silent for a few minutes, simply observing. The sunlight slowly fades, and the warmth of the day is replaced by a soft, cooling breeze. I notice how the colors in the sky shift gradually, reminding me that change is constant, and that every day brings new experiences and opportunities to learn. This quiet moment encourages me to reflect on the day so far, the swimming, the sand castle, the games, the shared laughter, and even the moments of solitude while walking along the shore. I start thinking about patience. Building the sand castle required patience as we molded the wet sand and corrected small collapses. Swimming in the waves required patience as I practiced strokes, floated, and learned to navigate the gentle pull of the ocean. Even watching the sunset teaches patience, reminding me to slow down, observe, and appreciate the present moment. I realize that patience is not only a skill for the beach but also for everyday life, waiting calmly, focusing on tasks, and accepting that some things take time to grow and improve. Next, I reflect on teamwork and friendship. The sandcastle was a collaborative effort, and every game, every swim, and every shared snack strengthened our bond. I notice how supporting each other, cheering for every small achievement, and helping when someone struggled made our day more enjoyable. Teamwork teaches cooperation, empathy, and communication. I realize that the memories we are creating now will stay with us, not just because of the fun, but because of the way we shared experiences and learned together. I also think about mindfulness. Walking along the shore, listening to the waves, feeling the sand, and noticing tiny seashells taught me to pay attention to the details around me. Being mindful helps me enjoy the present moment, notice small joys, and reflect deeply. I feel that mindfulness allows me to appreciate the day fully and notice lessons hidden in ordinary activities. Each wave, each breeze, each smile contributes to a sense of gratitude and awareness. As the sun slowly sets, we decide to take photos together. Holding the camera, adjusting angles, and capturing candid moments of friends laughing or running along the shore reminds me of the importance of cherishing memories. Photography requires focus, creativity, and patience, just like many other skills we practice in life. I take a few shots of the horizon, capturing the magical colors of the sunset, and I feel proud that these images will remind us of today's experiences. After the photo session, we sit in a circle, sharing what we liked most about the day. Each friend talks about their favorite moment, whether it was building the sandcastle, swimming in the waves, collecting seashells, or simply relaxing and enjoying the view. Listening to others' reflections helps me see things from different perspectives and appreciate experiences I might have overlooked. Sharing thoughts, feelings, and gratitude strengthens our friendship and teaches me that communication is key to meaningful connections. We also talk about challenges we faced. Some of us struggled with swimming against small waves, others with balancing sandcastle towers, and a few found it difficult to organize their belongings at the beach. Reflecting on these challenges reminds me that difficulties are opportunities to learn. Mistakes or struggles are not failures, they are lessons. Today taught us that perseverance, patience, and adaptability make challenges easier to overcome. I feel inspired to apply these lessons in school, hobbies, and future trips. As the sky darkens, tiny stars start to appear, adding a sparkling beauty to the evening. The sound of the waves becomes even more soothing in the quiet night, and I feel a deep sense of peace. I realize that nature has a way of teaching us lessons through experiences, observations, and reflections. Every activity we did today, from playful to quiet, from active to reflective, contributed to my growth, happiness, and learning. Before leaving the beach, we gather our belongings carefully, making sure not to leave any trash behind. Taking care of our environment is another lesson. Respecting nature and being responsible for our surroundings is crucial. I think about how small actions, like picking up trash or keeping things organized, can make a big difference. These habits are not only good for the beach but for life in general. Finally, we take one last walk along the shoreline. The water is cool beneath our feet, the breeze is gentle, and the horizon glows faintly with the last light of the day. I pause to collect a few more seashells as souvenirs, reminding me that memories and lessons can be carried with us, even after we leave a place. I notice the laughter of friends, the serenity of the waves, and the soft, sandy footprints behind us. Every moment of today was a small step toward learning, connection, and appreciation. My dear friends, Episode 4 showed us that watching the sunset is more than just a beautiful moment. It is an opportunity to reflect on our day, understand important life lessons, and appreciate friends, nature, and ourselves. In the next episode, we will enjoy the evening activities at the beach, pack up for departure, and think about how every trip leaves us with memories, skills, and gratitude that last long after the sun has set. Episode 5: Evening Activities and Packing Up. As the sun sinks below the horizon, the beach transforms into a calmer, quieter place. The waves continue to lap gently against the shore, and the sky is painted with the soft afterglow of twilight. We decide to enjoy the last hours of our trip with some relaxing evening activities. Sitting on our beach towels, we share snacks and drinks, chatting and laughing about the adventures of the day. The simple pleasure of eating together while watching the sky change colors makes me realize how important these small moments are. We play a few last games in the sand, including frisbee and beach volleyball. Running across the soft sand, feeling the cool breeze on our faces, and laughing with friends fills me with energy and joy. I notice that physical activity not only strengthens our bodies but also our mood and bonds with others. Teamwork and fair play are essential, and we encourage each other, cheer for successes, and console each other after small mistakes. This teaches me that games are not just for fun, they are also a chance to practice cooperation, empathy, and resilience. Some friends decide to take a final swim in the ocean. I watch them for a while, noticing the way the water reflects the fading light. Jumping over small waves, diving, and floating requires courage and trust in oneself. I reflect on how trying new activities and facing small challenges, like swimming further than usual, helps me build confidence and self-reliance. Even when I hesitate to join in, observing and supporting others teaches me patience, encouragement, and reflection. As the evening cools, we gather around a small fire pit we had prepared earlier. The crackling of the fire, combined with the sound of waves, creates a comforting and peaceful atmosphere. Sitting together, we share stories, recount funny moments, and discuss what we learned from the day. Each friend adds a unique perspective. Some talk about the joy of playing in the sand, others about learning patience in swimming, and a few reflect on the beauty of nature we experienced. Listening carefully helps me appreciate diversity in experiences and thoughts, and reinforces the value of attentive communication. Packing up our belongings begins as the sky grows darker. We carefully collect towels, beach toys, snacks, and personal items. Checking twice to make sure we leave nothing behind, we feel responsible and respectful toward the environment. Packing requires organization and focus, reminding me of how important it is to plan, prioritize, and stay mindful. I notice that even small tasks like zipping bags, arranging shoes, and securing valuables can teach discipline and awareness. These habits, though simple, can be applied to school, work, and daily life. Before leaving, we take a last stroll along the shoreline. The sand is cool under our feet, the waves glimmer faintly under the moonlight, and the stars begin to appear. Walking slowly, I take a few deep breaths and absorb the tranquility of the evening. This final walk allows me to reflect on the entire day, from morning excitement, afternoon activities, to sunset reflections, and now this quiet night. I realize that every moment of today offered lessons, patience, teamwork, mindfulness, gratitude, and joy. As we reach the parking area, I look back at the beach one last time. The footprints we left behind, the small piles of sandcastles, and the scattered seashells are reminders of our presence and the memories we created. I feel a sense of accomplishment and contentment, knowing that we spent the day enjoying, learning, and growing together. Trips like this are not just about leisure, they are about connection, discovery, and creating lasting experiences. Even while driving home, we share our favorite memories, recount the funniest moments, and plan for future trips. Talking about our day reinforces the lessons and makes me appreciate the value of reflection. I notice that reviewing experiences, talking about challenges, and acknowledging achievements strengthens our understanding and motivation. My dear friends, Episode 5 shows us that the evening at the beach is a time for reflection, enjoyment, and responsibility. From fun games and swimming to packing and final walks, each activity contributes to our learning, growth, and happiness. In the next episode, we will conclude the trip, discuss the lessons we learned, and reflect on how these experiences can influence our daily life. Dear friends, our wonderful journey to the beach has come to an end. From the excitement of arriving in the morning, playing games, exploring the shoreline, swimming in the ocean, building sand castles, and enjoying delicious snacks, to the peaceful evening walk and thoughtful reflections, every moment has been a step toward fun, learning, and growth. Trips like this are more than just leisure, they teach us patience, teamwork, responsibility, mindfulness, and appreciation for nature. Each activity, from simple games to observing the waves, provided an opportunity to practice communication, kindness, and creativity. Reflecting on these experiences helps us carry the lessons beyond the beach, into our school life, friendships, and everyday routines. Remember, even small moments can be meaningful. Sharing laughter, helping a friend, or noticing the beauty around us strengthens connections and enriches our hearts. Every adventure we take, every new activity we try, adds value to our experiences and helps us grow as thoughtful, confident, and compassionate individuals. I encourage you, dear friends, to plan your own adventures, whether it's a trip to the park, a museum, or the beach. Observe, reflect, and enjoy each moment fully. Write down your experiences, talk about them with your friends, and think about what you learned. Small steps like these will make every journey memorable and meaningful. And finally, if you enjoyed this adventure and want more stories, lessons, and fun ways to improve your English, make sure to subscribe to English Online. Join our community, explore new topics, practice your English, and share your own experiences. Step by step, episode by episode, we will continue learning, laughing, and growing together. Thank you for being part of this trip. Keep exploring, stay curious, and always enjoy every small learning moment around you. Until next time, my dear friends, take care, stay positive, and let every adventure inspire you.